Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Tuesday. I hope you are having a great day so far. So today I am bringing a collab video to you guys. I love doing collabs because it allows me to introduce you to other channels that I really enjoy watching and that I get a lot of very useful information from. I love being able to share that with you guys and hopefully expand your viewing horizons. I know it can be hard to, in the plethora of options, find channels to connect with, but both of these ladies are incredible. So I am partnering with Jen from JenniferJoyceBeauty and Penny from PennSmithSkincare. As you guys are probably aware, I've partnered with Penny before on videos, and I have actually just recently gotten to know her very well, and she's incredibly knowledgeable, as is Jen. Between both channels, you are going to get a lot of great skincare content, as well as with Jen, you're also going to be getting some makeup thrown in there as well. I know that Penny's real preference is sharing her skincare knowledge because she's an esthetician, but Jennifer is a makeup artist, so she likes sharing her makeup tips as well. So if you're not subscribed to either lady, I will of course be linking their videos down below in the description box. Make sure you go and check them out and subscribe and show them some love because they are both very, very sweet, kind, and super knowledgeable ladies. So we are bringing you our favorite sunscreens based on our unique skin types. So I believe that Jennifer is actually quite similar to me in that she is in the oily to very oily skin department, but we did not share what products we were going to be talking about. So hopefully those of you that come over from Jennifer's channel and also have very oily skin, you might find something new here. Sorry, my dog is playing with her stuffed animal and just throwing it around. And Penny actually has the exact opposite skin type where she is very dry. Her skin can tend to be a little bit more sensitive, and she has actually spent this summer testing out just a ton of sunscreens. So she's gonna have a lot of useful information for those of you that are more maybe in the normal to dry department. So you lucky normal people can probably benefit from either end. But yeah, so we've got some great suggestions for you guys today. I will of course be linking what I'm talking about down below in the description box so that you can find it, and let's dig into it. I did test out a couple of new things because most of you that are subscribed to my channel know what my favorites are, and I'm gonna start out with my long-term fave. This is not gonna be a surprise. The Paula's Choice Resist Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense Broad Spectrum SPF 30. This is a zinc oxide SPF. Quite honestly, I prefer mineral sunscreens over chemical, but I will use chemical as well, and you'll see here that that is included. I do think it's probably best to stick with the mineral sunscreens. However, there is one product, specifically that I have just come to rely on during the summer months. I'm a wedding florist, so I set up a lot of my weddings outside, and I do have to very frequently reapply. So I have a product that I love for that. But for the most part, mineral sunscreen is my go-to. It works best with my oily skin. So if you are oily or very oily or combination like me, I find that mineral tends to be the best because the zinc almost helps to like absorb a little bit of that excess oil, if that makes sense. I'm also a powder foundation girl, and I just find that mineral sunscreen works great with my mineral foundation powders. It just is a really, really good fit. So this has been a holy grail for me for a number of years. Those of you that are not new to my channel know this product well, so I won't spend too much time talking about it, but I do love pretty much all of the Paula's Choice skincare that I've ever tried. This is just, it's been a favorite for me for probably at least 3 or 4 years now, and I will never stop buying it. It's incredible. The formulation is perfect. Another mineral suggestion for you guys is the Ren Clean Screen Mineral SPF 30. This is actually a mattifying face sunscreen with broad spectrum coverage. Again, it is zinc oxide. The one thing I will say about this is that there is a white cast to this one. There is not to the Paula's Choice because the Paula's Choice actually has just a slight tint to it. The tint is very neutral. This is white. So when this comes out, it is a very, it's white. I do definitely have to, ow, sorry, she's biting my ankle. I do have to apply powder foundation over top of this one because it does make me look pretty ghostly, but the protection from this is amazing and it does help to mattify my skin for sure. So if you are incredibly oily, this is one worth checking out. Just make sure that you have a skin colored powder that you can put over top. The dry down with this is just a little bit longer than with the Paula's Choice. So I do have to give this a few minutes to really soak into my skin. But good stuff as well. Definitely has provided wonderful protection for me throughout these summer months specifically, but you should obviously wear sunscreen year round. Okay, couple of new options that I've been testing. So the Derma E Sun Defense Mineral Oil-Free Sunscreen has a broad spectrum SPF of 30. This also has vitamin E and green tea in it. This is once again zinc oxide. This one is fantastic. Again, it's white, so you will get that white cast a little bit. The dry down with this one I also find is just, you can see that white cast there. The dry down with this one is just a little bit longer as well. So, but once it does, you are left with this really silky finish. Again, I really find that zinc oxide is a great fit for oily skin. It does seem to just pair the best with that particular skin type. But even if you're dry, I think you can use zinc oxide as long as you use a good moisturizer beforehand. I have heard some people say that zinc oxide can dry them out, but just use a good moisturizer prior and I think you should be fine. So this one's fantastic. This one is also specifically reef safe, which is obviously important. And this I have just been trying out for the last couple days, but I have found it to be a really good fit for my skin. This is the, let me get some of this on my hand so that you guys can see it. I don't want to waste it because it's just a little container, but I do think that I will actually purchase the full size of this. This is the Dermalogica Skin Recovery SPF 50. This is from their Age Smart line. So this one again takes a little bit to dry down. This one does have a scent to it. I do think that they put some fragrance in this. Whereas these, I don't really get any fragrance from these. This one does, but again, it provides that really nice satiny smooth feel to the skin. I've worn it twice now. Wonderful protection. Definitely smart to have something that is also a slightly higher SPF. I really do think that this one is one that could work for a greater variety of skin types even. So I think that someone who is dry could also pull this one off very well. I feel like it's just a little bit more hydrating than the rest. So definitely worth checking out the Dermalogica. I have just recently started getting into Dermalogica because my friend Susan loves them. And they're a really great skincare line and they have a lot of wonderful options to choose from. So I'm starting to kind of dip my toes in there and picking up a few things here and there. By the way, the scent on this is not crazy offensive, but it's kind of there. It does fade eventually. So also, I am a big proponent of also especially caring for the skin underneath your eyes here because that can show aging very quickly. I love the Color Science Total Eye SPF 35. I know that this is a rather expensive product. What I will say, it lasts forever. This is my second container of it here. This is a tinted SPF that is specifically for under the eye area, so it will actually help to conceal some minor discoloration under the eyes as well, but it's not like a heavy coverage like concealer or anything like that. But I do think that having a specific sunscreen for right underneath the eye area is fantastic because I know sometimes these sunscreens, if you get them too close to the eye area, can like sting or burn. This has never irritated my eyes, and my eyes do tend to be a little bit sensitive. This is fantastic. It is totally worth the price point, you guys. I personally don't put like a price on protecting my skin because I think it's so important. I am 40, so I was one of those girls that tanned outside on the trampolines during the summer months with my baby oil because that was the best way to get a crisp quickly, right? So I was one of those girls. I've had multiple really bad burns in my life. So I'm very concerned about the sun exposure that I had early on, and if that can develop into skin cancer at some point, there's a chance. So now I'm very vigilant about it. I'm also very vigilant about sunscreen for my 7-year-old daughter. She thinks I'm crazy, but she'll thank me at some point in the future. So this is fantastic. It's worth the price point. Trust me, just get it. All right, then I have 2 sprays to share with you guys. Now, I have to admit that between the 2, this is my favorite. This is the Kate Somerville Uncomplicated SPF 50. Now, this is a chemical sunscreen here. So you're gonna get the avobenzone, the homosalate, a couple of the other oxybenzone. I know not a lot of people care for chemical sunscreens. If that is you, that's not the one for you. However, I do have the Seriously Fab Zinc It Over Sunscreen Facial Mist, which is, again, zinc oxide. I do just prefer the application of this. Both of them provide really good additional sunscreen for my face when I am outside working during the summer months. The Kate Somerville has a really fine mist, so this is an aerosol can that you shake up. I have one of these in my kit that I take to weddings for, it has all of my flower stuff in there, so floral tape, clippers, things like that. Also have a can of this in there. But you just spray it all over your face, all over your neck. Oftentimes I will even spray this specifically on my part on really crazy sunny days. One thing I have not really gotten into is how to protect my scalp. I do have a hat now that I can take most days with me to protect my hair as well, and quite frankly to keep the sun out of my eyes because it can get pretty bright. But this is a wonderful thing to touch up with because it's quick, it's easy. It allows me to reapply without ruining my makeup. The mist just settles on my face, provides the additional protection, and gets me through without burning this puppy and causing any more damage than I have already caused. Now, the Seriously Fab Zinc It Over, I'm gonna show you guys the mist on this. So it's pretty fine, but I will say the mist on this is finer. So, but you basically just, you're gonna do a little bit more coverage than that. So you're gonna need some multiple pumps. But it's a great way to reapply. And if you don't like the chemical sunscreens that are in the Kate Somerville, this is a really great option. This one is only a SPF 25, but as long as you are reapplying it, that is the important part. Now, the one that I have here does have a scent. There is an unscented option available. So the Kate Somerville does have a little bit of a fragrance as well. So there is an unscented option available here. So those are my suggestions for you guys. These all work incredibly well for my very oily, aging 40-year-old skin. Love all these products, tried and true, tested on this face. And I would definitely wholeheartedly recommend these products to you. Now, definitely go and make sure that you check out both Penny and Jen's videos. They're gonna have some really great suggestions for you guys as well. Let me know if you have any questions about what I shared here. If you are from the other ladies' channels, I hope that you will take the time to stick around and subscribe. If not, thank you for taking the time to watch anyway, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye.